Ah, well, you caught me. The very thought of you by, I believe, Ray Noble and his orchestra. Without doubt, the vocalist Al Boley has just come on, and I like the vocals of Al Boley. And for most of his career, he was with, well, I just said it. Isn't that awful? The name of the orchestra. I just said it. Anyway, never mind. It doesn't matter. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the dining room of the 1920. I'm still thinking about it. Al Boley. Oh, for Pete's sake, he was an Englishman. What was the name of the orchestra leader? I just said it. Al Boley said, I can see him now, and he was on. He was the orchestra leader on the Rudy Valley show. Oh, that's awful. I'm not going to let it go. I can see him in my face. I mean, I can see him in my. Never mind. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 1925 Bungalow, the dining room. I'm Scott. Not Leo Reisman. Don't. Somebody will put it in there. In my mind's eye. That's what I was trying to say. Right. Al Boley, I think, was from South Africa. Anyway, you know, I'm not going to rest until it comes to me. So somebody just put it in there. It just totally went out of my mind. Well, we are going to have a live sale tonight. And Happy New Year if I've not yet said it. Shame on me. Oh, and I have got a spread of things out here on the table for you tonight. I guess I better look at you. Sorry about that. And I've added, well, I did not do a preview today. I didn't get a chance. Ray Noble and his orchestra. Thank you. Didn't I start out by saying Al Boley with Ray Noble and his orchestra? And then it just went, thank you, Kara Ramal. Anyway, enough of that. I did not have an opportunity today to do a preview for you. Sometimes I'm able to do that, but today I did not. I did have a thrift haul up today, and you are aware that there are one or two things from that thrift haul that I'm selling tonight. The rest of it is a super duper surprise. Now, we've got depression glass in green and pink. We've got some wonderful Heisey glass, several pieces. Yeah, I have some milk glass, some etched glass, some Carnival glass, some Noritake, some Lancaster glass. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I have a spread here. Okay, are you sure, Rhonda? The box has been sitting in my kitchen, and I will put it in the mail for you. It's all in one box, one 12 by 12 by 12 box, and it's sitting in my kitchen. I just happened to look down. Just so everybody knows, if there's something that you really want me to know, you've got to email it to me. Whether I write back to you or not is another thing, but I will read it. I don't catch it's really hard for me to catch all the comments because they go quickly, but I just did happen to catch Rhonda asking me to go ahead and ship her box. And Rhonda, I will. I certainly hope that your husband is doing well, and I will ship your box. So good evening, everybody. Hi, Karen. I want to thank Karen Williams, who is moderating tonight. As usual, Karen, thank you so much. Can't do it without you. I appreciate everything that you do. Thank you. And I've got some Art Deco, a little bit of that. Oh, yes, I've got the nicest silver-plated ice bucket that I've ever had. And that's coming up in a little bit. You don't have to, Rhonda, because I already see it. It is a couple of orders, but it all fit in a 12 by 12 by 12 box. So it's all packed up and sitting right out there. Actually, it's under my kitchen table. Hello in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, and in other places. If you're new to this little shindig, it happens every Monday night, pretty much. I think I've only canceled a handful of times over the last 3 years. Now and then I have to, but for the new folks, and a reminder for the old folks, it's every Monday night at 8. The first and the third Monday is solo flight, yours truly. The second and the fourth, I'm joined by two good friends, and I can't really call them special guests. They're not guests. They're good friends of mine. David from Vintage Uprising, Texas. And if you'd like to put the link to David's channel in, you surely may. Put that in. He joins me for the Two Chaps live sale, the second Monday of each month. And on the fourth Monday of each month, I am joined by Patrick, the trusty huckster, and we have a little show called The Unbreakables, where we forget the pottery and the glass, and we bring linens and wood and ephemera and things other than glass or pottery. Patrick and I have talked it over, and we're going to continue with Unbreakables, but we are not going to really stick to that rule. We're going to start adding a few bits of breakables in there as well. So that's the fourth Monday of the month, always at 8 o'clock. And I love it when those two guys join me, because then, yeah, Shirley May, I don't know who Shirley May is. Anyway, okay, so this is a live sale. Now, tonight, I've got actually 4, I even forget what you call them. Buy it now. Haven't done that in a long time. Not buy it now, but where there's a set price. I'll tell you when we get to those. But I do have 4 items that have a set price. And, but everything else is an offer up. If I don't already have your information, that's okay. You can still participate, but you've got to make sure that if you're brand new, that you email me your information during the sale. Yeah. Because then that way I'm able to, I have all your information and I can go ahead and do the invoices. And when the time comes, Karen will put the requested information on the screen so that you'll know what I need. You don't have to have a PayPal account, but you do have to tell me if you don't have one. It does make a difference. You can always check out as a guest. I can't take checks or money orders. Everything goes through PayPal. And yeah, if you're not sure, just ask, and Karen will be glad to fill you in and let you know everything that you might need to know about the paying process and that kind of thing. Now, I almost always do invoices first thing on Tuesday mornings. Sometime, if I don't go to sleep right away, I'll do them Monday night, or start to do them Monday night. And I usually say, if you don't hear from me by dinner time, 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock, well, I usually eat dinner at 5 o'clock, so that's my dinner time. If you don't hear from me by 5 or 6 o'clock at night, that means I have a problem getting in touch with you. And so then I need you to get in touch with me, because things happen, you know, emails get deleted, or, you know, wacky things happen. I pressed the wrong button on the computer and I erase things. Oh, you like that one? That's the chair. Well, thank you. Yeah, that's one of my favorite ones as well. and I cannot remember. It's one of the good makers from up in Massachusetts, but I don't remember now. Yeah, and I also know, Tina, that you noticed that mirror is gone, and I all right, haven't done anything with it yet, but I do have a smaller one that's slightly smaller than the one that was up there, and I know I told you that before, but now that the holidays are over, you know, the fourth quarter, it might be a nickels and stone. I can't remember. I guess I could get up and turn it upside down and look, but I cannot remember. It might be. I have at least one or two of their chairs in here somewhere or up in the attic. Now, where was I? The fourth quarter in retail is woo. And so, boy, it is rocking and rolling from Labor Day to New Year's Eve. January and February gives me a chance to step back and breathe and kind of get caught up on some things, which I plan to do. Excuse me. And so I'll still be doing the live sales and the thrift hauls and the shopping and all of that. I did take all of my Christmas decorations down. Usually they stay up a little bit longer, but I took everything down because I don't think I told you this, or I might have. This time last year, I was sick. The day after Christmas, I started feeling, not this year, not last year either, but the year before, the Christmas of 24. And anyway, somebody said to me, you better go to the doctor because you have the death rattle. I said, the death rattle? Anyway, I tested positive for COVID, and I was positive with COVID for 15 days, and it took me a good 6 weeks to shake it. I mean, I was just, ugh. So to be honest with you, last year, my Christmas decorations were up until March. And one night I did something, I flipped a switch. It was actually in March because it was just, that's what got me to take everything down. In the middle of the, I don't know what time it was, the Christmas tree lights came on. Now, my Christmas tree at that time sat in the dining room in the three, in the bay window where there's three. Yeah. And you can see that from the street. And I'm sure they thought, whoa, I don't know what's going on in there. What is he doing with that Christmas tree lit in the middle of March? But it actually, I said, I need to take this Christmas tree down. So anyway, I was ready to take it down this year, but that's that. Okay, enough of all that. Yep, the 12th day of Christmas is today. I wasn't counting. Yes, this is today the 6th. It is, absolutely. Wonderful. What'd your true love give you today? 12, what is it? Lords of Leaping? I have, this glass has the number 3 on it. I have no idea where this came from or why it has a number 3 on it. Let's get started. Health, happiness, contentment to everyone, hopefully in this coming year. And thank you for being with, oh, today's the 5th? Yeah, today is the 5th. Okay. Any weird taste with food after movie? I think you mean maybe after COVID. No, I didn't lose my taste. I could not get my energy back. And then all of a sudden one morning I woke up and I said, I'm back. But it took me a good 6 to 8 weeks to feel like myself. Anyway, enough of that. Okay, we've got 20, 25, 26 items to sell tonight. I'm excited about the variety, and let's get it moving. We have, I don't know how many, we've got 333 folks here maybe tonight. If you get a chance, if you'll give me a thumbs up, that would be super califragilistic. We are going to start here at $12. No, we're going to start at 10. Sorry, Karen. That's my first slip up for the night. Starting at $10, we have a figural calendar plate from 1909 with a nice little Gibson girl looking figure on the front. Dated 1909. This plate has no chips or cracks, and it starts at $10. It is 9 inches in diameter. I will hold it still. And I will tell you that it is marked on the back, Smith Phillips semi-porcelain. Oops, Smith Phillips semi-porcelain. And there we have the lady. No signature for the artist. So whether it was Gibson or not, I don't know. 1909. Anybody born in 1909? If you are, you're doing really well if you're watching me right now. A few, maybe just a few light scratches, but not many. No, I'll tell you, that's in good. That is in good condition, that plate. Decorative calendar plate from 1909. And the high bid right now is $12 with Saturday sewing. Tina Bradford now has it up to 13. We're going to count it down. Remember, there is. I'm going to move these out of the way. It's a little tight here on the table. I put my leaves in. We will count this down. Here we go. 10. The high bid right now is 15. Any questions? No. Okay, good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it on the 1909 figural plate, decorative plate, calendar plate. Do you love your calendar, girl? Woo! All right. It's always fun to figure out where I'm going to put these things. Usually they wind up on the floor. Have you ever broken anything while live? Let's see, Michael. I've never broken anything live. I break things in thrift stores. I break things. Oh, the stop is in. And let's see. This is. Hold on, everybody, so I can write this down. Because this looks like someone that I don't know. All right. Are we going to have a round of applause for a newbie? I hope so. It appears to be 2003 Gary B. 2003 Gary B. I'm sure that I've never written that name down before. So I believe you're new. Round of applause. 2003 Gary B. Gary, would you do me a favor and go ahead and email your information to me? If you'll do that now, that'd be great. And this, I need to say this, even if you have purchased something from me on eBay before, it does not matter. It doesn't matter. That's a whole separate thing, and you can't access certain information. I can't access the information that I need from eBay, so forget that. So Gary, if you'll send the information, remember I need your full name, your mailing address. You have to tell me whether you have a PayPal account or not. If you don't, that's fine, but make sure you tell me. If you do have a PayPal account, tell me, please put the email address in your message, the email address that is connected to, associated with that PayPal account. And that's not always the same email from which you're writing. Yeah, because sometimes people are on different types of computers. So congratulations, Gary B. Thank you so much. Fantastic. Mother and child, Mary and child, where are you? Here you are. This is so pretty. This starts at $12, and it is a pottery piece. It looks like Wedgwood, but it's pottery made in Japan. It stands just over 6 inches tall, and it is lovely. 6 inches tall, starting at 12, and there's a decoration on the back. There are no chips or cracks, and this is very difficult for me to tell, but just on the tip of the nose, it appears to be the tiniest. It's either an extremely tiny flea bite Or, hi, Christina. Or that's just the way they carved her nose. And I can't tell because I stepped on my magnifying glass and I need to get another one. Nevertheless, if that nose has a little tiny chip on it, it is smaller than the head of a pin. And it might just be the way her nose is carved. But this is made in Japan and it is so pretty. Look at this. Doesn't it look like Wedgwood? And there's the Japan sticker on the bottom. And there were so many of these companies. It doesn't even matter. It really doesn't matter which. Sam Arc. I don't know. There were not dozens, but way over 100 of these companies after the Second World War that exported to the United States. But isn't it pretty? It's lovely. I like that color. Like a mint green. Tina Bradford is the high bid of 12. Oh, I think it's just an open vase. Yeah, no, I know that, Mark. I know you can take pictures with your camera and zoom in. I didn't do that on this one because I actually already had the camera set up with StreamYard loaded. Everything was in place when I saw that, and I was not going to pull the camera off, reload all that. So yeah, I know how to do that. But thank you for reminding me, all of us, that you can do that. I often do that when there's something that I can't see, especially if I'm out in a thrift store. Yeah. So, let's see here. Tina Bradford has the high bid of 12, and we'll start counting this one down. 10, 9. Well, Nancy, your first live. Well, welcome, Nancy. Round of applause for Nancy. 10, 9, 8. The high bid right now is 12. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Ooh. Okay. Can you believe I have a center handle tidbit tray to bring to you tonight? I know. Don't say it. I already know what you're going to say. You can say it. The stop is in, and for 12. Oh gosh, it goes so fast. Oh, wait a minute. I got to back up to see who that was. Yeah, Sarah said, no, he doesn't. Oh, drat, said the cat. All right, hold on. If I hate to. Okay, it's Tina Bradford at 12. Okay. Thank you, Tina. Tina Bradford at 12. All right, now let me get back down where I was again. We might as well go ahead and do that now that I said it. I'm just pushing all the wrong buttons here tonight. Pushing all the wrong buttons. You're welcome, Tina. Okay. Now you know why I bought the tidbit tray. This one is going to start. Let me find it because I don't have everything in order here. This one starts at $24. It has no chips on it, and it is lovely. $24 start. I'm going to actually stand up because it shows up better against my sweater. Take a look. Look at that etch. And here in these cartouches or medallions or whatever you want, or oval, we have a woman tooting a horn with some little naked thing with wings dancing around, and very classical, beautiful etch. And you know, look at the gold, and then the etch here. Yeah. Now you remember is we can easily date this to the 30s because when they beveled these edges off and put the little points, and you know what? More than one company did this edge. So I did not identify who the maker was. It is a very high quality American glass company of the 1930s. There are no chips or cracks on it, and it is pink, as you can see, and it is, again, about 9 inches square. So I will let you see again what you've got right there. Yeah, the gold is really pretty. And $24 start. Patsy M has got us started out with the opening bid. Okay. So I have really stopped buying these Tidbit trays unless I find one of exceptional quality and unusually beautiful. I find this one to be unusually beautiful and very nice quality. This is going to date from circa 1930. And again, the condition of it is wonderful. So I'm going to sit myself back down. Oh, and can I pull this chair in without knocking something on the floor? I hope so. Okay, any questions about the center handled? Which in those days, sandwich tray, snack tray. Oh, is it 8:30 already? I don't think my clock, I think my clock is counting it down. The high bid right now is 25. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Okie doke. The pink and gold etched center handled Tidbit tray, circa 1930. I may have to, oh, drat. There's the stop, and Helen Egglet? No. Helen Leggett, I believe, is new at 45. And Helen, L-E-G-G-E-T-T, Helen Leggett. Thank you, Helen. I appreciate that. You are the winner. 3820. That might not. All right. So we round of applause for Helen. Helen, I think, is new. So we've got Helen, who is new, and Gary B, who is new. Helen, would you go ahead, just as I've asked Gary to do, and send me your information? I'm going to actually go ahead and probably check during intermission. I'm probably going to take an intermission and check just to make sure that we have everybody, the new folks, are connected with me, because I don't want there to be any delay in me getting the invoices out to you tomorrow morning. So thank you, Helen. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you, everyone who also placed bids on that. Why don't we go now to an opening. We're going to start off at $20 on the next piece. And it's a beautiful Noritake pottery vase, porcelain vase. which dates to the 1920s. It is in excellent condition without, thank you, Gary. Gary says that the information is sent. Gary, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. This piece, decorated on all sides, is a quality piece of Noritake, and it has no condition problems with it at all. It's gilded and hand painted, and it stands 8 inches tall. Now, Noritake grew out of an import company that was started in, I believe, 1876, the same year as our centennial here in the United States. And the Morimura brothers established it, I believe, in New York City, bringing in items from Japan. And that is exactly what we've got here. The mark on the bottom, when you see the double M, you see that we see Noritake and then the M. And hand painted, made in Japan. And you remember, because we see the words made in Japan, this is a piece of Noritake that was made after 1921. If it were marked Nippon, it would be between 1890, 1891 to 1921. And then the laws changed, and the pottery then was marked made in Japan after 1921. So we're somewhere between 1921 to about 1930. Again, Noritake, hand-painted Japanese porcelain, and it's just lovely. Those colors, I probably should have saved this for the autumn season, but here it is tonight. And look, painted all the way around. And look at the gilding on the handles at the top. And look at the pink. I didn't show you the pink. Good evening to you, NJM 1962. Yes, that's right. Thank you, Karen. You're doing an awesome job, Karen. And I couldn't do it without you, and I appreciate everything that you do. So we have the little house. Of course, there's always a little house, and beautiful golden sunset. If there are no questions about the piece of Noritake, we will count it down. Once again, no chips or cracks, dating from 1921 to about 1930. You want to live there? Yeah, I could too. I could sit and look at it and imagine getting on a little boat and going up and knocking on that door. Hello, could I have a cup of sugar? 10. Oh, wait a minute. There it is. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Noritake, as you know, was and is beautiful. There's a lot of it out there. Okay. The lovely piece of Noritake is on its way. The Noritake vase is going to go to... There's the stuff, and it's Margaret Howe at 50. Hi, Margaret. And thank you, Margaret. And thank you, everyone who placed bids on that. I appreciate it. Silvercrest cake stand. It's a big one, and it starts at 24. I forgot that I had this. It was eluding me in the basement. That's a big one. Fenton Silver Crest. Are you kidding? No, I'm not. And of course, it's not marked because it's prior to 1970. And there's the Silver Crest. Let's get that out of the way. Condition, excellent. No problems at all on this. You are welcome. Oh, I'm glad you saw the mini preview as well. I did mention that I was going to be selling that tonight. This cake stand is 13 inches. You're going to get a big cake on that. All right. I don't know if any of my Silvercrest fans are still here. this was supposed to be during the snow and ice extravaganza, and I forgot. As I said, I had forgot that it was down in the basement, but there it is. It has no problems at all. There's a little bit of sticker residue right there. I've got to get that off. You know, it's funny when you get into the kitchen sink, the stickers either come right off with hot water or they're a pain in the you-know-what, Big Biscuit Eater. A pain. And you got to get gloop off and you got to, and listen, trust me, I've been doing this for a long time. I'm in the kitchen sink for an hour every day. I don't think there's anybody that's washed more glass than I have. I've washed thousands of pieces of glass. And sometimes the only way to get it off is I have my favorite way of getting it off. I can get that off in like 10 seconds. But you can put all the hot water on that you want and it's not going to come off. But the Goo Gone takes it right off. So this big, beautiful cake plate made by Fenton in their silver crest pattern is... What are you laughing at, Sarah? I called somebody a Big Biscuit Eater. Yeah, that's right, Lori. Goo Gone. That's my number one. It'll a little bit of goo gone on a paper towel takes it right off. Okay, we'll count the silver crest down. It's going to be in a big box, kids. I can't get this in a 12 by 12 by 12 because it's 13 inches across and it's heavy. So if you live in California, this is going to cost about $24 to ship to you. That's just, I know, because I've shipped thousands and thousands of boxes. You love coconut? Yeah. I believe coconut, well, my grandfather was born on Christmas Day. And so we always had, his favorite cake was coconut cream. And my mother always got him either got him a coconut or made him a coconut cream cake for his birthday, which we always had for dessert on Christmas Day, which was his birthday. Anyway, counting it down, 10, 9. Yeah, Liquid Dawn will clean, but Liquid Dawn will not take that off. That's sticky. That sticky needs, Dawn is great for dirt and grease, but that sticky will not come off with it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. And I have to go back up because I don't even know if we had bids on it. And I usually don't count them. Okay, well, there's Mo at 36, but I still need to back up. All right, hold on, everybody. Don't, oh my goodness. Yeah, okay, there we go. The winner is Mo, 5138 at 36. Thank you, Mo. Okay, starting at $30, this is the only piece of American Brilliant cut glass I'm going to sell tonight. And it doesn't have chips on it or flea bites, and it is a big, beautiful vase, trumpet vase, $30. There it is. This is not pressed glass. It is American Brilliant cut. So don't be shy. I'm going to talk to you about American Brilliant cut, but those of you who know your American Brilliant cut, you can just jump right in and bid with confidence. The saw teeth at the top, I'm going to go all the way around it again because I was in shock that I didn't even find a flea bite. But I will say this. Because American Brilliant cut is so sharp, and it's all cut by hand, it is sometimes very difficult to tell if it is chipped or not. You know why? Because when you run your hand over the top of it, you already think you're going to get cut. It already feels like it's completely chipped up because it's cut. Yeah. So you really have to look at it, but take a look at that. It is absolutely beautiful. You want to hear the ping? Did you hear that? All the dogs are barking. It's not sick, meaning it doesn't have any cloudiness to it. It is 12 inches tall. It's unsigned. A lot of American Brilliant, most American Brilliant cut is unsigned. And even if it is signed, it can take you can study it for, ever and not find a signature, but there could be one on it. I have not identified it. Thanks to a very lovely viewer who donated several fantastic books on American Brilliant cut. I do read about it and I study it, but it's very difficult and it can take a long time to identify American Brilliant cut. So 1880s, 1890s, 1910, we're in there. It does contain lead. It's heavy and it's crystal clear. The high bid right now is Karen Taylor at 30. By the time I see, are there any questions about okay. Well, yeah, it is. Love the look and feel of ABC. I do too. I do too. And I'm going to start bringing pieces of it to you for sale. When the sunlight comes in the morning and hits this, or when the sunlight comes in anytime, you don't need a disco ball. I mean, Donna Summer could walk in here right now and start singing Ring My Bell, or whoever sang that. And I don't remember. It might not be Donna Summer. But I'm telling you what, it is disco time in here because the facets pick up and the light goes all over the place. You collectors of American Brilliant, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Who sang You Can Ring My Bell? Was that Donna Summer? I don't know. Seems to me it wasn't. Let's count this. We'll count this beautiful trumpet. I call it a trumpet. It was Donna Summer. 10. I'm going to miss you, little vase. 10, 9, 8. Anita Ward. I knew it wasn't Donna Summer. Yes, Anita Ward. Thank you. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. On the American Brilliant cut. The ability to make glass like that in this country, those days, we've seen the best of them. I had forgotten that it was Anita Ward. Who's Minnie Riperton? I never heard of her. I don't know Minnie Riperton. I have a piece of Carnival glass next by Northwood. And it's amethyst. The American Brilliant cut trumpet vase is Margaret Howells at 70. Thank you, Margaret, and all. She sang Lovin' You. Oh, she did? Okay. In a high-pitched voice. Okay. All right, the Northwood Carnival glass is in perfect condition. It starts at $18. It's marked Northwood. Look at the iridescence on it. Oh! My word. Classic era Carnival glass. Boy, you don't get finishes like that on the 1960s Carnival glass. Fenton could still do it, but this is Northwood. And the base, it is amethyst. And we hold it up to the light and we let the light shine through it to pick up the base color. So sprayed. Of course, you have all the iridescent colors, all the colors of the rainbow, but the glass itself is amethyst. And I didn't look there's some roses and some stippling. See there on the underside of it. It's just a small candy dish. Really pretty. Sherry Craddock is going to start us out at 18. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I need doilies. I don't have any doilies tonight, Tina, but I'll look for some for you. There's another new name, Sharon. It's hard to say. Sharon's Bra, Rosie Vanova. I totally messed that up, Sharon, but it's hard for me to. Sharon's Bra, Rosie Vanovi. I'm just reading some of the new names. Welcome all the new names. Love you. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Anyway, Carnival glass, no chips, no cracks. This is going to date 1907, 1910, 1912, 1915, something like that. That's a long name, Sharon. I'm going to, if you win, you're going to have to give me a second to write it all. Oh, Sharon, Sabra, Rose, Ivanov. Now I got it. Thank you. When it all runs together like that, you don't know what the break is. Okay. All right, Sharon. Welcome. I love your screen name. Counting the Northwood piece down, the Northwood Carnival down. 10, 9, 8, and it is, by the way, it is marked Northwood down there in the center. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on the Carnival glass. Ooh. I told you I had a variety tonight. How's the variety so far? I'm like a vaudeville show, variety show. I try to bring varied items to keep you excited about it. There it is. And it's Lucas at 37, I think. Lucas jumped in and got it at 37. Okay, Lucas, thank you. And I know your real name. A lot of you, see, I know your other names, but that's not the name that you use on YouTube. So, Lucas, I know what your other name is, but you don't go by that here, so I don't say that. I say as you present yourself here, and that's just for anybody. So I don't, I do know who you are. Like Mo, I know which Mo you are, but I just say the name that I see on the screen because that's the way you'd like to be known here. So thank you, Lucas. It's yours at 37, and I appreciate it. Look at this amber cream and sugar. It looks like the color of root beer. And it starts at $20, no chips or cracks. I love it. I'm calling it amber. It's in the amber family. But really, it's almost a very light iced tea or root beer kind of a color. This would have been made in the 1920s and 30s, late 20s into the early 30s. Maker unknown. It's wheel cut, and it is lovely. There are no chips or cracks on this cream and sugar. And we do start at $20. It's an open sugar. Sometimes it's not easy to tell whether they have lids or not. Sometimes you can tell, sometimes you can't. Look how pretty the little creamer is. These are all the lines. These are all cut, not embossed. This is cut. The flower is cut. The handle is applied. This is quality. Good American glass. Thank you, Roxanne, for saying that I always bring beautiful items. I appreciate that you like the items that I bring. There's the creamer, and there's the sugar bowl, which is also decorated in the same fashion. And you can see it really is a pretty color. Not a dark amber, but a very light iced tea, almost root beer color. Yeah. No, 1950s? This? Oh, no. This is Depression. Question the frame? I don't know what question the frame means. This is Depression era glass. So this is, again, this is just classic sort of 1928 to about 1938. Yeah. This would have been old fashioned by the 50s. Karen, did I miss something? Question time frame? Oh, I'm sorry. Now I know what you're saying. No, it's Depression glass. Elegant Depression glass. Yeah. I got it now. I'm sorry. Sometimes things you don't always know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the style, the cutting on here, this all would have been old fashioned by the 50s, and the color as well. So we'll count this down. The color throws you, yeah, because sometimes colors are not contained within 1 decade or so. You're absolutely true about that, Tina. That's right. Let's count. I don't think we have any. Did anybody bid on it? I'm gonna scroll back up. Yes, Elena Cunningham has the high bid of 20, I think, and we'll count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. So fire polished, elegant Depression glass is what this is. Okay, and that is the stop is in, and it's Elena Cunningham at 26, I believe. 26. Thank you, Elena Cunningham. Elena. Thank you, Elena Cunningham. I got you. Let's do this quickly. $10 on the milk glass. These were supposed to be in the last show as well. Now, this is Westmoreland, and this is the last. Guess what? Grapes and cables, $10. Milk glass, 1950s. Westmoreland, we start at $10. These are marked on the bottom, WG. No chips or cracks, and you can see the cherries and, I'm sorry, not grape and cable, cherries and cable. There's the cable. I don't often have cherries and cables, or cable, or cherries and rope, whatever it is. There it is. Sherry Craddock and John. Okay. I like the cherries. Very pretty milk glass. No chips or cracks. Again, Westmoreland. I think Westmoreland made the prettiest. I think is way up at the top in terms of milk glass. I'll take their milk glass any day over any other company. Just my personal preference. I like their designs, and the color of the glass is just, and the quality is lovely. So we'll count this down. 10. Do I ever see Howard Holt? I sure do. I haven't had any Howard Holt in a while. I rarely see Howard Holt, but I have. 10 from the 60s and 50s. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it on the milk glass. Cherries by Westmoreland, cream and sugar, very pretty. 1950s, 60s. Mm-hmm. And Yes, I have too. And I've also seen that reproduced by Mosier. No, Mosser. Okay, there's the stop. It looks, I like Froggy. I like Westmoreland a lot. Irene. Oh, I think we have a new one. I think we have another new Irene. I think Irene. Cozens. Oh, I don't know. Cozens. Do I know you, Irene? Irene, you're the winner at 29. And if I already have your information, Irene, thank you so much. And if you're new, would you mind going ahead and sending me your information during the sale so that I have it for the invoices? IRENECOZENS is our winner. No, first time. All right. Congratulations. Round of applause. We've got welcome so many new folks tonight. I'm delighted to have you. I'm absolutely delighted. So Irene, I guess you know, full name, mailing address. You've got to tell me if you have a PayPal account or not. And while you're putting all that information in the email, if you get stuck, don't worry, just ask. And the modernaire extraordinaire, Karen Williams, will just jump right in and tell you exactly what we need. So thank you, Irene. It's a delight. Ice bucket glass, wildflower, Cambridge, $20. Ooh, there it is. Yep. Now, that starts at $20. It's a glass ice bucket with an embossed metal handle, and it is in the with the wildflower etch. What else can you say? You know, it's elegant depression glass, and Cambridge, I don't remember which year they introduced this particular etch, probably sometime in the 30s when a lot of these etches were introduced. And polished, again, not giveaway, but jewelry store, department store. And for the folks that had some disposable income in the 30s, this would be an auxiliary piece. You don't need an ice bucket, right? You need a plate to eat off of. Well, you don't really have to, but most people have plates. A plate, a cup and saucer, pretty standard. When you start getting into things like ice buckets, now you've got a little bit of extra money to spend, you know? And that's what you've got here. It is not chipped, it is not cracked, and it is beautifully crystal clear. No sick glass. And I love that wildflower pattern. I'm hoping that you're seeing it. Sherry Craddock has the high bid of 25. Oh, you collect ice buckets, Lucas? You do? Well, how about that? You're the first ice bucket collector I know. And I'm delighted to know that there's an ice bucket collector. Yeah. So I imagine that you have this one. This isn't rare. I imagine you have a shelf or shelves with all the buckets lined up? I've got another ice bucket we're going to sell a little bit later on tonight, and it is silver plated, and it is nice with a porcelain lining. If you tuned into the preview, you would have seen it. I mean, today's thrift haul. So we have a high bid right now of 30 on the Cambridge Wildflower Elegant Depression Glass Ice Bucket that they would have made in this pattern from whenever it was introduced in the 30s, and as long as some of these patterns, they went right up to the end of the length of the company because they were so popular. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it on the Depression, Elegant Depression Glass Ice Bucket. Oh my goodness. Oh, you are so heavy. The thing that I just picked up off the floor. No, the handle isn't aluminum, it's metal, and it's chrome-plated metal. I think aluminum would bend too easily on that. All right, the ice bucket is going to go to Elaine Marie Hill at 42. Thank you, Elaine Marie Hill. Hi, thank you, Elaine Marie Hill. It's yours at 42. All right, let's keep going with the next item. Oh, fudge. I want to put a light bulb in this. All right, never mind. We'll do the ice bucket. Starting at $35 is a silver-plated ice bucket. Wah, wah, wah. I love doing that. I don't know why. That's silly. Let me tell you, it's marked on the bottom, I think Sheridan. Oh, and I'm going to get fingerprints all over it. Folks, this is the nicest ice bucket I've had in silver plate. Sheridan silver plated. It's footed 3 feet. Now, if you like entertaining and you like to entertain with pizzazz, how about a 3? And I'm sorry, I've got fingerprints all over it now. Look at the 3 feet. Open it up, and it is lined with cork first. There's a cork lining. Now, this does not come out. It's in there. And it is lined. It's very difficult to tell if it's milk glass or porcelain. I'm just going to guess that it's milk glass, but that's what's on the inside. So milk glass inside, there's a cork lining, and it is absolutely lovely. It's not scratched. It's not dented. The silver plate is beautiful, other than my fingerprints are all over it. And, you know, you can pick it up this way and the lid doesn't flip open. What size? Tell me what size. When you say size, well, I'm not sure. The inside, like how much ice you could fit inside of it, or just the overall dimensions. I'll just go ahead and tell you. The overall dimensions are that it's about 13 inches tall from the foot up to the handle, about 13 inches tall. When you open the lid, the diameter of the inside is 6 inches, and the ice bucket itself is 5 inches deep. And it's heavy, and it's just lovely quality. How about that? That is a nice ice bucket. Bougie. It's going to be a little bit bigger than a 12 by 12 by 12, more than likely. Yeah, it has to be bigger than 12, 12, 12 to ship it safely. Much, yeah, because it's actually about 13.5 inches tall. So it'll go on a 12 by 12 by 18, 16, something like that. And the high bid right now is Tina Bradford at 50. I don't know what year. I'm guessing sometime in the mid-century, the 40s, 50s, 60s, possibly. I've had these before. The form is not rare. I've never had one with feet, nor have I had one silver plated. I've only had chrome. So the high bid is 50, and we'll count this down if there are no other. Thank you for the questions. I appreciate it. And I also really appreciate, it's not that I'm not interested in the weather where you are, or how your cat is doing, or that. It's just that when there's a lot of personal conversation, it makes it very difficult to see the questions. Remember, sometimes we have over 400 folks here, and that's a lot different when maybe there's only 30 people. Then you can be a lot more intimate in the chat. So please don't ever think that, you know, you got to understand what I'm telling you, right? So I really appreciate that. I can see the questions and follow what you're asking me. All right, we'll count it down. Rather. Oh. Yes, you did, Margaret. Buy one before that was chrome, and the lid was like this. I remember, and I think it had embossed grapes around. It might have had embossed grapes around the top. Sometimes they do. This one has nothing on it that's embossed at all. No initials. It's ready to go. And I didn't even. It could use a very light polish. It's just starting to tarnish a little bit, but not bad. So we'll count it down now. 10, 9. It also helps Karen a lot. Trust me, as moderator, when Karen is trying to follow bids, if there's a whole lot of chatter, it makes it so much harder for her to focus on what the bids are. So she thanks you, and I thank you, everyone. I hope you understand, because, you know, I don't want you to think I'm insensitive and I'm ignoring other chatter. But 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Yeah. See, Karen says, yes, thanks, Scott, and thanks, chat. We really, really do appreciate it. Really, really, really. It helps so much to be able to follow what's going on. Okay, that's that. The silver-plated ice bucket. I don't serve cocktails and things like that. If I did cocktail parties and that kind of thing, I'd keep that. But silver-plated ice bucket. Okay, so the stop is in, and it's going to go to. Oh, I got to go back up. Thank you for understanding. It's Tina. It's Tina Bradford at 50. Thanks, Karen. Thank you, Tina. Now, where is it? I don't want to get it on the wrong. Oh, it's Tina Bradford. Tina, thank you. Tina Bradford at 50. Okay, that's that silver-plated ice bucket. We got it. Look at this. This is the Heisey cream and sugar. This is number 355. It starts at 20. They start at $20. Oh my word! What time is it? Every time I think I'm ahead of the game, I'm way behind. Okie doke. Heisey. You know the quality of Heisey glass. This cream and sugar is line number 355. And it's magnificent. Look at the handles. I love when you see, you don't even have to look for the word Heisey. All you have to do is see those handles, and you know. Look, I can get my eyeball right in the middle of it. Ooh, it's like a pair of Heisey eyeglasses. Ooh. This is the hotel size. They came in 2 sizes, smaller than this, and then this big chunky size. They are marked Heisey, although it's very difficult to see. Sometimes it doesn't get pressed in very hard, but it's in there. There's a patent number and a patent date in there as well of 1912. Now I'm going to show you my reference in a minute. More than likely, Heisey did not do the decoration on it, but it does have flowers cut into it. And it was introduced in 1913. The patent is 1912. And I always like to show you, when I can, once in a while, some of my references. And I use this particular Heisey book right here. And if we open it up, we'll see here. There we have it. Now, this is the individual size. And this is the larger size, which is the hotel. You can see here. Yeah, am I showing you the right one? Yeah. Okay. Hotel sugar with a ground bottom and cream. So there's the sugar and there's the cream. This is from the original drawings. And I think I read this, but not everybody heard this earlier. Foot and cream and sugar. So this is in crystal. The hotel cream and sugar are often found cut or etched. See, cut. That's the hotel size. Most of these were produced before the color era, so few items are found in colors. Often the decoration was done by decorating companies and not Heisey, and that's pretty typical. So anyway, there they are, patented in 1912, introduced to the market in 1913, and they're just lovely. What can I say? I love that design. Now, let me put this back where it was. Yes, very substantial, very chunky, I mean, my gosh, you know, they're lovely. We'll count them down. The high bid right now is 35 with Sherry Craddock, I think. You saw these Virginia in the video earlier today. I'm glad you got to see them. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Dated 1912. And when you get these, you're going to say, there's nothing printed on that. I trust you. You've got to get it in the right light. Hold your mouth in the right direction like this, and you'll see it. But you won't see it right away. It's down there on the inside, and it is very difficult to see, but it's there. So the next time you're in those thrift shops, come here. I'm going to tell you something. When you see a handle that looks like that, get it. Get it, get it, get it, because it's Heisey. They patented that handle. Oh, okay, the stop is in, and I think Terry came in after the stop, so I think it's Ollie the Landy at 68. Terry, I think yours came in after. 68 with Ollie the Landy. Okay, thank you so much. Okie doke. $20 for the black base. It is chip free and crack free. Now we've been through this. You know about these. They're called bases, and they were made by just about every glass company in the 1920s and into the early 30s. This one starts at $20, and I will tell you what you want to know is this measurement here, right? Because if you're going to put a vase on it or a console bowl on it, and that's what you were supposed to do with these, you're going to want to know that it will accommodate the base of anything that you want 3 inches and, let me get it right, 3/8. This one starts at $20, no chips or cracks, and it is from the 20s. 3 3/8. Yeah. So, for instance, if you had a console bowl like that, they would be placed as such. Now, it doesn't fit. This is just a little too big for it, this one. But that's how they're used. Very versatile. Ugh, what else have I got? Well, that's way too big, but again, you kind of get the idea. I don't have a vase that I can grab right now, but you guys already know what these are for. No, okay, Rising Phoenix has jumped in with a bid of 20, and we're going to count it down. Black glass base, 1920s. But Terry has a bid of 22. Oh, okay, Carmen. Have a good night, Carmen, and thank you for being here. Sleep well. We'll count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it on the black glass base. The music goes around and around. Whoa. And that goes to... All right, let's just give it a second because I need you to fix that bid, Rising Phoenix. You did. Okay, good. I don't think she meant to put in 25, 30, 2,000. Were you bidding 2,536, Miss Phoenix? No, I know you weren't. She fixed it. I know you weren't. That's coming up next. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. That's that Fostoria piece, which I wasn't sure I was going to bring that tonight, but there it is. Lucas gets it at 42. Thank you, Lucas. And everybody else who bid on it. $9.16 is the time. Okay, congratulations, Lucas, and thank you. Did you sell the Flamingo? No, I didn't. But and it's sitting here on the table, but I was not going to sell it tonight. It was in my. I will, Florida. I'll bring it tonight. I hadn't planned on selling it. It was in my thrift haul, but I didn't necessarily say that everything in that thrift haul was going to be sold tonight. But I will gladly bring the Flamingo since it's right here within my reach. So I appreciate you asking. That'll come up in a second. Oh, you are more than welcome. Let's go do this Fostoria candle holder, which was in today's show. And I think I did say I was going to bring this tonight. This is going to start at $24. I only have one. Chip and crack free. It is a Fostoria American Bell 2-light candle holder with no problems. And this thing was covered in wax. And I cleaned it, and I cleaned it, and I cleaned it. And the wax was just everywhere. Ugh. I must have spent half an hour on this thing. It stands 6 inches tall, 6.5 inches tall. And I did a little dance in the thrift store. I don't collect Fostoria American, and I'm not conversant with, well, I mean, good grief. It was in production from 1915 to 1980s. So I don't know how many years this particular form of candlestick was in production. That I don't know. I don't own a blow dryer. But thank you. This, look, there's another, that's that last little bit of wax. Okay, it's gone now. Nice and clean. So anyway, we'll count this down. The Sherry Craddock is the high bid of 40, and I'm counting it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it on the Fostoria Bell 2-light candle holder. That. Next up is the Flamingo. since you asked for it, since it was asked for, I'm glad to bring it to you. The candle holder. Okay. There we go. It's, oh boy. The Fostoria candle holder is going to Jackie, MS Jackie. Now, MS Jackie, I do think I know you. I do believe so. Jackie. Jackie. And that was at, no, I don't have any blue glass to sell tonight. Yes, you do. Yes, I knew I did, Jackie. Okay, good for you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Do you have a Fostoria American, Jackie? Is it a pattern that you have? And is that your first candlestick in that particular form? I love it. All right, let's add the Flamingo. The Flamingo will start at $10. And it stands, I want to see what Jackie says. Yeah, I'll get to that, Patricia. I've got the vase. It's here. We'll get to it. So 6 inches tall. Thank you for asking. I appreciate it. 6 inches tall on the Flamingo, and it has no problems. It is not a WS George. In fact, you can get nothing on the bottom of it. So that's nothing. If you're seeing that, there's nothing there. You missed it. I missed it. You missed what? You missed what, Karen? Did I miss something? Oh, the start is $10 on the Flamingo. And it's 6 inches tall. The start is $10 on the Flamingo, and it's 6 inches tall. It doesn't have, its neck was never broken, which I'm thrilled to tell you. All right, let's take a look at it. There it is. Just making sure we're okay. Start, okay. So, okay, Florida Golden has a bid of 20. You might be headed south, Mr. Flamingo. My mother and stepfather did. We had dinner the other night. It was freezing cold, and they are snowbirds. They always take off just a few days after New Year's, and they head for a warmer climate for a couple of months. So I don't know. I think they're halfway to where they're supposed to be. So I don't know if they're watching or not from the road, but if you are, drive safely, pull over if you get tired. Anyway, at some point they're going to be on a ship, but I'm not telling you where they're going. They didn't want me to tell anybody where they're going. So, you know, all of us, they're going to a warmer climate, and I'm going to Scranton. Yes, I'm going to tell you about my Scranton trip because you guys are going with me, and you're going to help me with that. All right, stick to one thing, Scott. Will you complete one thought? You tell the people not to get off on all this chatting, and here you're doing it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. And I love Scranton. I'm not making fun of Scranton, but you know, who goes to Scranton in February? People from Scranton go to Florida in February. Oh my goodness. All right, now you stay there. I put the Flamingo on the Tidbit tray. Don't get any ideas. All right, the Flamingo. Where are you? Oh, you're way down here. All right. And it's all right, Florida, you got it. It's yours at 50. And I am glad. I'm writing down that Flamingo won the Flamingo. I just wrote down Flamingo Golden. I don't think you'll throw rocks at me over that. Pink ruffled, what? I don't feel like doing that yet. Well, no, let's do these. Wait a minute. At $35, where are we? Thank you, Florida Golden. I go to Scranton all the time, only a 45-minute drive. Says Karen Taylor. Well, Karen, you might see me there. You might see me there. All right, I have a set of 4 of these, and we're going to start at $35. Now, 3 of them are perfect. 1 of them has 2 flea bites on the top, which are felt more than seen. It's $35 for all 4 of them. 3 are perfect. This is the one that's got the flea bites, and there are 1, 2, just 2. I think just 2 flea bites on the top of it, but they're there. Again, they are much more felt than seen. If you want to drink a martini out of it, go for it. But they're probably tall sherbets. And so again, I'm only showing you just the 1, but there are 4 of these. They are absolutely lovely, paper thin depression glass. And you can see they have a really pretty etch on them. And that is an etch that you can see on these. I was not able to find out who the maker was of these. Sometimes it can be really difficult to figure out who some of these makers are. But paper thin depression glass, and either a footed sherbet or a champagne. Probably sherbets is what I would guess for these. So there is 1, and here's the other 1, and then the other 2 are over there. So there are 4 of them altogether. And they're going to date to, again, the late 20s into the 1930s. The late 20s into the 1930s. And it is a set of 4 of them. And we're looking for an opening bid of 35. And if we don't get it, we'll put them down and move on to something else. Because I've got, we have a bid of 36. And now a bid of 50. Oh my goodness. And we'll count them down. The high bid right now is 50. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's it on them. Now, come here to me, you. And you come here to me as well. Oh, next. The depression glass, the green depression glass pieces. And you may have noticed I don't call that uranium glass. Now, I don't want to get into it. I know there's uranium in it. That's the reason why it glows. We'll save that for another time. The 4 sherbets or tall champagnes are on their way to Rising Phoenix. And I thank you, Rising Phoenix. They're yours at 50. I hope you had a nice Christmas. Okay. Rising Phoenix. Great. Heisey Orchid. Okay, we'll get to that in a minute. Let's do this. This has a chip on it, and I guess you know that already. So we're going to just start it at $20. It's an Innovation, McKe Innovation vase. It's 12 inches tall. Innovation was introduced in the teens, 19 teens, 1915, 1916. And oh, there it is. It has a chip at the top corner, which is very difficult. Well, now where is it? I mean, it really blends into the pattern. It's right here on this corner. That corner has a chip. I think you can, right there. You see that? That is the chip on that corner. But now if I turn it, look at the other corners. You know, it's, you know, all right, it's chipped. But there it is. Very tall and pretty vase. So McKe Innovation, it's not sick and it's not cracked. I gave my sister-in-law this vase last Christmas. Good night, Lisa. Yep. They're very solid. You can get a lot of gladiolas in this thing and it will not tip over. This is a good, heavy, solid, and they're very pretty. I think McKe Innovation is somewhat underrated. I don't know, maybe. There was a lot of it that was produced. And it really is pretty. And once you memorize this pattern, you got it. It's one of the easiest patterns to memorize because of the petals, the flowers, and don't worry about counting how many petals are on each flower, because this is the part that was cut. And there might be 5 petals, there might be 6. It's not necessarily the same. But you want to look for this around the top, these buttons and little cross hatches or whatever they are. And you'll pick up on it. We'll count this down. The high bid is Justine at 25, I think. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. We still have 300. We've been right around 400 all night. I think we hit maybe 410. So we're just sitting right around the 400 mark. And I appreciate that, everyone. If you get a chance to give a thumbs up, that would be delightful. And if you're not subscribed, I would love it if you would be kind enough to hit that subscribe button and the bell. As you know, I don't always talk, I rarely mention that, but I wanted to just mention it again because we do have new folks. And I want to welcome all the new folks. And even if you're an old timer, just double check and make sure you are subscribed. I looked at my end of the year. YouTube sends out this end of the year review, you know, and you're supposed to read it and see how you're doing. I'm not a bean counter, but I did read it. And there are a lot of regular viewers who aren't subscribers, and that's okay if you don't want to subscribe. But if you would like to, it is helpful because it does push things up and it gets more viewers. And as everybody says, it makes the channel grow. And I didn't use the A word. Because I loved geometry, but I did not like advanced math. And I bet half the people that toss around that algorithm don't know what an algorithm is. I don't, and I don't want to know. I'm a musician and an art guy, and, you know, math. A lot of times musicians are really good at math. I was not one of them, but geometry, I loved geometry. But forget that algorithm thing. But everybody always says, oh, it helps the algorithm. And I always wonder, do you really know what an algorithm is? You know, I am happy to admit what I don't know. And there's a lot I don't know. In fact, I know less. Every day I realize how little I know. I'm not an expert in anything. I love to read, I love to study, and I love to make mistakes. Don't you be afraid to go to the thrift store and make a mistake. We underrate mistake making. I don't learn anything if I already know this is innovation, but I sure as heck learn something if I buy something and I bring it home and I go, oops, that's not what I thought it was. Make all the mistakes you want. That's the way you learn. Anyway, enough of all that. Ramble. The stop is in and Ollie gets it at 75. Thank you, Ollie. That's a heavy one. And if you buy something and it turns out to be, you know, a piece of junk, redonate it. Take it back. They give you a coupon here. Every time you donate something, you get a $20 coupon. So my mistakes, my problem, sometimes I buy something just to research it and I go, okay, well, I don't really want this. And I take it back. They give me a coupon for 20% off. Huh? You fell asleep? Why? Because you had a break? You want to go to the bathroom? Poor Karen. Yeah, algorithm, schmalgorithm. You're right. I don't pretend that I know something that I don't know. That was not grammatically correct. I know that it wasn't. Let's keep going. All right. Milk glass vase. No. What did I tell you we were going to do? No. Okay. Line. Look at these. They are so cute. Look at these. I'm doing my little tiny voice. $15. Heisey Orchid. These are mini individual cream and sugar. I think this is the Mayfair. Now, don't quote me on that. It is the orchid pattern, and it's line 507. You see the orchid in there? It's Heisey, and they're tiny, and they're so cute. Yeah, Melanie is right. They do say that. I know, Melanie. I crack up everybody that throws that, it helps the algorithm. I always want to ask them, can you tell me what an algorithm is? I don't say it because I don't know I know it's something in math, but I don't know what it is. And I don't want to make people think that I know something, you know. Anyway. These are cute. I love the little orchid, and they're tiny. These are small. It's Heisey. And there's a lot of orchid out there. I loved doing proofs in geometry. Didn't you? It helps the algorithm. All right. If it will help my arthritis, I'll take it. 3 inches tall. They're only 3 inches tall. Now I can talk about arthritis. I got it in my hands, but I don't want to talk about algorithms. So why do I keep going? I'm not going to say it again. Algorithm. Heisey Orchid line 507, mini cream and sugar. Yes, on a breakfast tray. Oh, I want somebody to bring me a breakfast tray so I can send it back. These eggs are cold. The bid is what? 25, Karen Taylor. We'll count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it on the mini Heisey cream and sugar orchid pattern line 507. I think I told you. And isn't that blank called Mayfair? The more I put in here, the more it comes out wrong. No. It's not Mayfair. I'm sorry. Forget I said Mayfair. I did not mean to say that. Drop that. It's not Mayfair, but it is Heisey Orchid line 507. The Mayfair is Anchor Hocking, and that's coming up. The stop is in, and they're going to go to Karen Taylor at 25. Thank you, Karen. All right, all right, that's coming up. Let's do, no, I don't want to, what time is it? Oh, we've got a few minutes left. Line 507, I think, Karen. The orchid. I think it's line 507. Scott, Scranton in February. I know. We might have donations if you like. Jim and Laurie from Scranton. What do you mean you might have donations? You want me to come to Scranton so you can give me a donation? I don't follow. Yeah, it's just line 507. Yeah, I got Mayfair. I was thinking Anchor Hocking. That's something else I've got coming up. Okay, the set price pieces. I'm drat. I can't. All right, let's do it. But doggone it, I want to put a light bulb in this because you're just gonna have to trust me. I don't have. You know what? All right, $20. This is an antique milk glass vase that is painted. It's $20 without chips or cracks. This thing is wonderful. And it's 9 inches tall. This probably is not going to work, but I'm going to try it. Yes, I have pants on. Let me make sure. Okay. You never know. This is not going to do what I want it to do, I'm sure, but can you see that that it actually, okay, what I'm trying to get you to see is if you put a light bulb in it, this, look at it now. Okay, what I'm trying to say is semi-transparent. What is it? You can't see through it, but light passes through it. Similar to bone china, but this is that old milk glass. And you can look into it and you can see it's not painted on the inside. That's what's coming through. When you put a light in this, this thing lights up translucent. It is semi-opaque. Thank you. It is beautiful. The gold paint is chippy on the inside around the top, but look how pretty that is. Now we can see this is sprayed, but the flowers then are not a decal, but then hand painted. And it is wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All the way around. What's on the floor? Probably a Christmas tree hook. Probably. I can't blame it on the cat anymore. And so this is nice. We do have a bid of $22. Yeah, the roses are beautiful. And my flashlight is down in the basement. I'm almost tempted to run down there and get it. You'll just have to believe me that it just is, it lights up beautifully. All of this color, the light shines through, and it's fantastic. It's antique. The era would be the first 30 years of the 20th century, so 1900 to 1930. It's 9 inches tall without any chips or cracks in it. And that's the reason why I'm showing you the inside of it like that. So you can imagine just how pretty it is when you put a light bulb or, you know, a battery candle inside of it. One that's bright enough, you know. Anyway, you get the idea. No, I can't see. I would have to run down to the basement, and I'm not going to keep everybody sitting here while I do that. I don't have a portable light I can drag over here, so it's okay. Let me bring this chair back up. I've already taken too much time on this. It's the black light. I don't think the black light is gonna be bright enough. So, not really. I did put the black light in it, so you're not getting the effect of what I want you to get. So that's the black light inside. It doesn't have uranium. It doesn't glow. You know what I'm saying. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. That didn't just crack it. No. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Ooh. All right, get over there. And that is on its way. Deco Chrome, Colonial Lady. 54, that is Rising Phoenix. I think Cindy's might have come in after. We'll hit the refresh. But it's probably can you hear Happy Days Are Here Again playing on the radio? Yes, so it's Rising Phoenix at 54. Okay, thank you, Rising Phoenix. I appreciate that. And thank you for the photographs that you send me of the items in your house. I look at them and it's wonderful. I love your interior. You have good taste. All right, that Colonial Lady. I don't know if I want to do that. Deco Chrome, $15. We have to do a piece of chrome with the butterscotch handles. I don't know if my Deco people are here or not. But this is a chrome tray, and these are Bakelite butterscotch handles. So yes, it's the same Bakelite that they made all that jewelry out of that everybody loves. And we love us some butterscotch when it comes to Bakelite. You'll find it in black, in green, in red, all those colors. But here it is in butterscotch. So it's a little serving tray that would be used at the table. And this is marked on the back, chrome stainless. Stainless chrome. And so if you are a Deco person, there you have it. It measures 11 by 8. And it doesn't have any dents on it. And it doesn't have scratches on it. And so there you have it. Crazed vintage model. Norma has a bit of... Norma, I have to ask, are you the Norma from Ocean Grove? If you are, I'm ready to we can meet. Just tell me, Norma, if you are that Norma. If you're a different Norma, okay. But if you're my Ocean Grove Norma, I will write to you tomorrow morning because I'm going to be in the Hamilton area for the next couple of days, and we can meet and I can give you your stuff. If that's the Norma that you might be, if that'll work for you, somewhere around Hamilton, which is halfway between where I live and Atlantic City. But I don't know if that's the same Norma. But whoever you are, Norma, you have the high bid of 20. And we will count this down. Cindy, I believe you came in after the stop. Hit refresh. And if you did, we'll correct it. Norma has a bid of 27. Are you my Ocean Grove Norma? You got to let me know so I can see if I can meet you in the next couple of days in the Hamilton area. We'll count this down right now. The high bid is 27. I'll give it a second because I know right. I don't. Okay. Thank you, Karen, for letting Cindy know. Okay, let's count this down. The high bid is Norma at 27.10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it on the Deco Chrome. Look how nice it looks. Can you imagine serving your It's a neat little Deco tray. I love that thing. Ooh, I guess I'll put you right back where you were. Okay, the stop is in, and it's crazed vintage model at 30. 30. I think. Okay. Crazed vintage. What vintage? What year? Crazed vintage. Model. Norma, I didn't hear anything from you. Norma, which Norma are you? All right, let's do these. Starting at $15 is a United States glass. Where is it? Right here. Now there's a little bit of roughness. This is depression glass. You're going to get roughness, but it's not chipped. It's just that this was never fire polished and they did not care. But this is made by the United States Glass Company. And we're going to start, it's a 3-footed cake stand kind of a thing. And this is Shaggy Rose, and it was patented in 1929, and it starts at $15. It is marked, and you're not going to be able to see it, but right here in the center of the flower, is the mark for U.S. glass. U.S. There's a U and an S and a G, USG, and then the patent pending around it, which is here in the middle. It's right there where I'm pointing. So depression glass. This one is we're just offer up, but it starts at 15. Patented in 1929. Shaggy Rose. Sometimes Shaggy Daisy, I think. And it has no cracks or chips on it. Just a little bit of tiny little bit of roughness around the bottom rim of it. It's 10 inches in diameter. We have the high bid right now of 15. And now 16. Are you seeing it? The Shaggy Rose by the United States Glass Company, patented in 1929. So my pink glass collectors. Ms. Jackie 55 is the high bid of 20. Let's count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it on the United States Glass pink cake plate thing. Going to move quickly through these because we're getting ready to wrap it up. We're almost at the end of the night. And that one is pink ruffled console bowl. A pink ruffled console bowl is coming up next. Our winner is Nanner Pudding. No, Nanner J. Nanner J. Do I know you? Nanner J. I never know if these numbers are part of. No, there's no number on you. Okay, and you, I do know you. Okay, great. And so it's yours at 27. Thank you for reminding me that I know you. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you. $27, Nanner J, that piece right there. The next one starts at $14. It is a pink ruffled console bowl, maker unknown. $14, chip-free, crack-free, depression, pink console. These are also referred to as flower bowls. I don't often talk about that. So 10 inches in diameter, 10 inches in. It's a little bit of a pattern, embossed pattern here around the outside. It's pretty pink depression glass, and it's $14. The console set comes on the scene in the 20s, and it remains very popular in the 20s and 30s. And so sometimes they're advertised as a flower bowl. In 1915, we like putting flowers in vases. Of course, people still used vases in the 20s. But a new style of flower arranging comes along when we can have these console bowls where a flower frog could be put in the center, or sometimes water is put and flowers are floated in it. But the arrangements could be much lower, yeah, for more intimate settings, smaller dining room tables, that kind of thing. And so this is something that we see that comes along in the 1920s and remains popular. So $14, any interest in this? We're going to move it along. If not, it's a pink console bowl, dates to about 1927, 28, into the early 30s, when the pink was so popular. Okay, the high bid now is 15, and we're counting it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it on the console, the center bowl, console bowl in pink. Oh my good word. How am I going to get through all of this? The stop is in, and our winner is Our Clutter of Cats at 15. And I think you're another new. I think you're brand new, and I'm excited we have so many new folks tonight. If you'll go ahead and email me, please. See, it's 10 o'clock. Our winner is Our Clutter of Cats. Bowl is yours at 15. So I think you're new. You keep saying Ruth, but I need more. I don't know. I'm not sure. Is that your name, Ruth? Hi, Ruth. I do need you to email me with everything. Do you know everything, Ruth, that I need to know? Yes, you're new. Round of applause. Okay. Thank you, Our Clutter of Cats. Thank you, Ruth. Would you email me, please, all that information, your full name? Please tell me if you have a PayPal account or not. If you don't, that's okay. But I have to know that. If you do have one, I need the email address that you used when you created your PayPal account. So thank you kindly. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Delightful. We got some more things to get through here. Shall I keep going for a few moments, everyone, even though it is 10 o'clock? We're going to end now with 4 Buy It Now. I'm going to hold it up, talk about it, give you a number, a price, and a number. The first person who enters the number wins. I better say that again. Keep going for a minute? Okay. Just a minute. This has a few chips on it. Now, this is not an auction. I'm going to tell you about it. Then I'll tell you the price. And I'm going to tell you a number, a numeral. The first person who types that numeral in, not the price, but the numeral. So for instance, since this is, some of you may not be familiar with this. This isn't the real thing. But if I said, this is $12, number 5, it's not. But the first person who types in number 5 would win it at $12, right? Okay, so that's how it works. This does have a couple of small chips on the outside, not bad. but this is the open, this is the Hocking, this is the Mayflower. Mayfair, 1931 to 1937. It is the pink. It's got 3 feet, 1, 2, 3, and it's a little cake stand. Hold it still. There it is. Made by Hocking. Notice I didn't say Anchor Hocking because it wasn't Anchor yet, not until 1937. But this was made by Hocking from 1931 to 1937. Mayfair, cake plate in pink. It's got a couple little chips around it. Not too bad. It is, the price is $18, number 9. First person to type in number 9, if anybody does, gets that at $18. And it is Irene Cousins. Irene gets it. Thank you, Irene. That's the second thing you won tonight, I think. All right, you get the hang of it. Indiana Glass made this. It's, again, a pet. It's for cakes or whatnot, modern classic. I love it. It's clear glass, and it's got the paint, the waxy paint, red and the white. The platinum is coming off in places. You can see it's a little weak here, but there are platinum flower decorations on it. Pretty respectable. It's not chipped or cracked. Very modern for the 30s. My goodness, that's why they called it modern classic. And all kinds of color combinations. And it's 10.5 inches across, 10.5 inches. And that piece could be yours. Good night, Cindy. This is $20, number 2. First person who types in number 2 wins this for $20 plus the shipping cost. That goes to NJM 1962 Nori. I do think I know you. It seems to me that I remember that, but let me get all that down. NJM 1962. I do know you, don't I? Slash, or not slash, but hyphen Norie. Number 2. Again, and thank you. I do know you. Wonderful. Again, everybody, if you don't hear from me, if you don't get a message from me by dinner time tomorrow night, please reach out to me, because it means I'm having trouble finding you. Because sometimes I'm in and out. Okay, 2 more pieces and we're going to go to bed. 2 more pieces. These are both by the Lancaster Glass Company. And you know that Anchor Hocking acquired Lancaster, and they kept that name going until 1937, when Anchor Glass and Hocking merged, and then they dropped the Lancaster name. Oh, Jubilee, is that right? Isn't that Jubilee? I'm starting to fade. It is so pretty. Beautiful yellow glass, or sometimes called topaz, and that's pretty. 3 feet, no condition problems on it at all, and it is 9.5 or 10 inches across. Yeah. And this piece Ethel Merman is over there telling me that she gets a kick out of, she doesn't get any kicks in a plane or from cocaine, but she gets a kick from you. And she's singing that right now. Let's count this down, or not count it down, but I'll tell you that this piece could be yours. It's $22, number 7. $22, number 7, and this dates to the late 20s, early 30s. So $22, and it's number 7 for that piece. And then we have one piece left. I think that might be it for the night. $22, number 7. Oh, wait a minute. This was the 3-petal. I think they called that Jubilee. Ignore me. Lancaster yellow. Anyway, I'm sorry. That goes to Mark. Hold on, let me write down. I'll get to. Hold on for a second, Norma, and I'll address that. This one goes to Mark Cothran at, who was the first one? Mark. Where did it go? Norma, the tray, the Deco chrome tray went to Crazed Vintage Model for $30. Norma did not win the chrome tray. That went to Crazed Vintage Model for $30. And now the last piece that we have is another piece made by the Lancaster Glass Company. Are we all good now? And I've had this before. Here it is again. I've had this in some drop sales. This pattern in the middle, and those handles, and this beautiful color. That is that topaz or yellow Lancaster. And this is a footed chopped plate, whatever, 2 handles. And it measures from handle to handle, it's 13 inches. If you don't count the handles, it's 11 inches. And it's got no scratch, it's not scratched. It's got my fingerprints on it. And under the direction of Hocking Glass Company, Lancaster, the Lancaster name came out of that factory. They kept that factory open. So that's a pretty one, in Lancaster, Ohio. So this piece right here, this is beautiful, and this is the last piece that we have. Although I've got one more piece of Heisey. Do anybody want this last piece of Heisey? This one is $22, and it is number 3. So if anyone is interested, just type in number 3, and it's $22. It is shiny, yeah. $22, number 3 on that. Okay, it doesn't look like we have any takers on that last Lancaster piece. But if anybody changes their mind, it is number 3. And it's $22 for number 3. Okay. How'd we do, everybody? It's only a couple minutes. What time is it? It's only 8 minutes after 10. That's all. I have one more. I have one more piece of Heisey that we could bring. But let's just make sure that we're done with no interest on that piece there. No one wants that piece, which is, we'll put that aside. and I'll do this the very last. I didn't look it up, but it is marked Heisey. All right, this is pretty. And then this will be it, folks. This will really be it. And I didn't check my email. I hope everybody emailed me. Yes. Congratulations to all of tonight's winners and welcome new folks. I'm delighted, new folks. This Heisey piece is an offer. This starts at $15. It's pretty. It looks like what the cat ate out of on Fancy Feast. Footed jelly, whatever you want, candy, jelly, barbecue sauce. I want to show you that the Heisey mark on this is right there. Heisey was so funny where they would put marks. Do you see? Everybody, as soon as you watch people in a thrift store, they turn everything upside down, and I get that. Heisey didn't mark. Sometimes the mark is on the bottom, but they would put their H and their diamond in strange places. And on this one, it's right there. So that when you look at the dish through the top, you can see it there. So I know you're not seeing it, but that's where the Heisey mark is. So it's just a small, no chips or cracks, and it's got wheel cutting on it. And it's $15. It's just a small, pretty Heisey piece there. And that's it. That is totally it. Okay. Your cat drinks her water out of a Wexford sherbet. Very nice. Very nice. Sherry Craddock did place a bid now for the Heisey piece. I didn't mean to be dismissive about it, so I hope you don't feel that I am. It's very pretty, and it doesn't have any prop. Thank you, Roxanne. So we'll go ahead and count this piece down. If there are no questions on it, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. And Heisey may or may not have done that decoration. Sometimes decorating houses would just get it in bulk and do the decorating themselves. So that's it on that. And that Heisey goes to Sherry Craddock at 15. Very good. That does it. All right. Thank you, everyone. Bedtime. Some nights it's difficult to go right to sleep after this. As you can imagine, you got to unwind a little bit. I don't know about the rest of you, but one of the things that I enjoy to unwind, and they're all on YouTube, and it'll take you forever to get through it. I enjoy watching in the evenings before sleep an episode of What's My Line? Went on the air in 1950 with the traditional cast, for like 18 years. You know, Bennett Cerf, Arlene Francis, Dorothy Kilgallen, and then the fourth person was always somebody, you know, Fred Allen or somebody like that. Fred Allen or Steve Allen. And then it came back again, like it after John Charles Daly left, I didn't care for it too much as it got into the late 60s. But it is so much fun to have you been someone has been binge watching it? Oh my goodness. You watch it too, Randy? It is just, you watch that and, you hear them with their, mid-Atlantic accent, transatlantic accent is what I'm trying to say. But it's just it's the level of camaraderie with the cast and the intelligence of John Daly. Bennett Cerf can be a little snarky once in a while, but and then every now and then you go, you cringe at some of the things that we wouldn't say today that they would say then that were a little insensitive, but I love watching it. What do you guys do? Kitty Carlisle once in a while, but she was not a regular. She was on it. She was, but not as frequently as some of the others. Anyway, what do you guys like to unwind? I can just put that on and watch an episode and fall asleep to it. But that's I enjoy it, and because it came on Sunday nights at 10:30 when it originally aired, and it was on for so long. You can go through the archive, and it's free on YouTube. Give it a try, The old black and white, it gets weird in the 60s, but I liked it when John Charles Daly was the host. That's one of the things I do at night. I like to watch. Okie doke. I guess it's late now, so it's time to say goodnight. Yeah, that whole thing about the death of Dorothy Kilgallen. Oh boy. Yep. Mm-hmm. I, for one, believe that she was murdered. Now go down that rabbit hole. You'll have a good time with that. I don't want to leave the evening with the last word being murder. But anyway, brought to you by Jules Montagnier, maker of Stop It. Good night, everyone. And thank you so much for being here tonight. Monday nights are fantastic because you're here with me, and I appreciate you. Good night, all. And Karen, round of applause for all the new folk, the old folk, and we'll see you next Monday night. Good night, all. Thank you for watching. So long. Bye.